Hello there, everybody. Happy New Year, and welcome to the third annual Americana Vinyl Tag. This is something that I wasn't sure that I was going to do this year. I did it the first time. It was a huge smash. I had a lot of people watch it and take part in it. Last year, it was almost a complete 180. And I kind of said to myself I wasn't going to do it again, but I put up some polls. I had some friends reach out to say, do it. So I'm going to do it. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, everybody jumps onto this. That would be fantastic. For those of you that are new, you might be coming to this channel because you are just, seeing this video for the first time. This might be your very first thread response to any video. You might be creating a brand new channel. That's fantastic. That's what these vinyl tags are all about. So there's usually a standard vinyl tag that goes across YouTube where it's kind of a nice way for you to go through your collection and answer a bunch of questions, 15 to 20 prompts that a host has given. I'm not going to do that because so many other people like to fight over that. I've kind of made this a little thing for my channel. Hopefully, again, it gets some traction. But this is all going to be based around Americana, roots music, acoustic music, however you really want to define Americana. But it's just a fun thing to do. I've got 12 prompts to kind of go through the collection and see what, we picked up in the last year, some, things that we might be thinking about for next year, all that good stuff. So I hope you join me. Again, welcome to the channel. It's a new year, first video of the year. And yeah, very excited to do this and give it, hopefully, third time's the charm on this thread. So again, 12 prompts. The first one, I want you to show me your favorite Americana album that was released in 2025. For me, it was a no-brainer. It's going to be Rituals by Watch House. This is Emily France and Andrew Marlin of North Carolina, husband and wife duo. Beautiful acoustic music. They use bluegrass instruments, but they're not a bluegrass duo. Obviously, they have mandolin, as they were formerly known as Mandolin Orange. They have acoustic guitar, fiddle, two beautiful voices. Very mid-tempo stuff. You're not really going to break out into some flat-footing jams, like Billy Strings, but very, very smooth music. It's very quiet music. It's beautiful music to listen to. Maybe you have like a wood fire in your fireplace with a cup of hot coffee or something like that. It's fantastic. This is just so well produced. Beautiful production. This was, I think, the store exclusive on a cool vinyl. But the second half of the record is fantastic. Listen to the tracks Endless Highway, Sway, into Endless Highway Part 2. It's beautiful. So Rituals by Watch House, my favorite Americana album from 2025. Question 2, show me your favorite used Americana find from 2025. Now, this was a grail that I've been looking for a few years. I purchased this at my local place using store credit. I sold some records. He gave me about $120 in store credit. I bought a couple other records as well, but this is one that I've been looking for. It's only listed as a $25 record, but I have never seen it out in the wild, and that is the Hillman. And as you can see, that means Hillman, playing on words for Chris Hillman, M-A-N, who would go on to be the bassist of the Byrds, as well as join groups like the Flying Burrito Brothers, Manassas. He would start the Desert Rose Band and have his own solo career, and played with all sorts of other people. But this is an early group from Chris Hillman just before he joined the Byrds. He's there with the Gosden Brothers. This was a DJ promotional copy, which is super cool. He's not really singing on really lead on any of the tunes with the exception of one. He does a version of When the Ship Comes In by Bob Dylan. So even before the Byrds, he was doing Bob Dylan music. But really good, just traditional bluegrass music. Yeah, not the cleanest copy in terms of the vinyl. I need to give it a good clean. I don't have a good cleaner. Maybe one day, but the Hillman, that was awesome. That was a grail, and it was my favorite Americana used find of 2025. So number 3, show the last Americana record bought. Now I'm basing this off of just standard albums that I bought. I'm not counting Record Store Day, which I bought a couple of Americana releases. This is just what I chose to do. You can do whatever you want. The rules here are not, cut and dry. And I'm going to go with this. This was the reissue, John Prine's Lost Dog and Mixed Blessings. I do have the vinyl. It's upstairs. I don't have it with me yet um, to have down here with me. I'm still got it by my turntable. But Lost Dogs and Mixed Blessings by John Prine. This is the reissue, the 30th anniversary. I believe it was also the first time it was released on vinyl when it came out. Oh Boy Records. Fantastic stuff. You've got several members of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers on here, including Howie Epstein, who's all over this thing. But the song Lake Marie became a concert staple for him. What's the song? Day is Done is great. Humidity Built the Snowman is beautiful. Yeah, fantastic stuff. This has some bonus tracks, but yeah, this was the last Americana record that I bought. Lost Dogs and Mixed Blessings, the reissue by John Prine. Number 4, show me a record with an acoustic instrument on the cover. Now, this was also a purchase this year. I picked this up in Columbus, Ohio, when I was visiting my buddy Alex over at Beer and Vinyl. This is Blake and Rice, which is fantastic. On the back, they say Rice and Blake, so you can put it into the bins however you want. This has been something that I've been looking for a while. I had it on CD with the alternate red cover, but this is the first edition of this record on Rounder Records. But you just have 2 guitars, Norman Blake, Tony Rice, 2 of my favorite guitar players ever. They're just doing so many great tunes. They're doing Green Light on the Southern, I'm Not Saying by Gordon Lightfoot, Monroe's Hornpipe, New River Train. Just, again, fantastic stuff on here. And as you can see, there's some acoustic instruments on the cover there. So that is number 4. Number 5, show me a Americana / singer-songwriter album that's going to be turning 50 in 2026. Now, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then I just happened to have this record sitting next to me. I looked, and sure enough, it said 1976. So I'm going to go with this record. This is the Earl Scruggs Review. This is Earl Scruggs with some of his sons. They had several records in the 70s where they took, it was kind of a country rock thing. Obviously, you had Earl Scruggs, who was part of Flatt and Scruggs, the bluegrass duo, traditional bluegrass. They're the ones that sang the Beverly Hillbillies theme song, if you remember that. But Earl was very big in moving forward with bluegrass and pushing it to its limit. So he was really big in making it more than just old-time music. But a lot of good stuff on here. Mansion on the Hill, Tomorrow is a Long Time, the Bob Dylan tune is on here. Watching the River Flow is also a Bob Dylan song. But yeah, fantastic stuff. You've got, again, Earl with his sons, Gary, Randy, and Steve, as well as several others who are playing on the sessions. But yeah, fantastic record from 1976, celebrating the 50th anniversary this year. Show me, number 6, show me your favorite acoustic ballad. Now, I know that this can go a lot of different ways. I kind of went with one that I love right now. And I'm going to take it off of the recent reissue from Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska. I'm going to go with the song Atlantic City. He does this version that's, it's a little bit slower than what, a lot of people consider the better version, which is by the band. But his version is just like this, kind of slower version. And I'm really, really digging Atlantic City right now. So, again, there are a million different acoustic ballads I could have chosen, but I decided to go with Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen off of Nebraska. Number 7, don't judge a record by the cover. Show me an album whose cover is worse than the music. So I am going to go with a record here that I purchased this year, and that is Kindling by Gene Parsons. And let me remove the record store hype sticker there. He put it on there with a sticky note. So there's Gene sitting next to a bunch of firewood. Obviously, the record's called Kindling. Gene was the last drummer of the Byrds before they disbanded. Before they went to their reunion album and then disbanded. But if you know anything about Gene Parsons, you probably know first and foremost he was really good friends with Clarence White, who was the again latter guitar player for the Byrds. The two of them together combined created what's known as the B-Bender electric guitar, which a lot of artists use. Most famously, Marty Stewart, who still uses Clarence White's original B-Bender. And then in a more contemporary kind of thing, Brad Paisley also does it. But, you know, just kind of a standard album cover there of a guy sitting next to a bunch of firewood. You would probably pass it in the bins and not give it the time of day. Listen to this record. It's fantastic. It's one that I've been looking for a while. I also picked up his second solo album, which is called Melodies. Just really solid country rock. You know, Clarence is all over this record. Skip Batten from the Byrds is also on this record. Just fantastic stuff. Check out the song Monument by Gene Parsons. It's fantastic. All right. Number 8, show an Americana album by a woman. I talk about her all the time, and you know, she doesn't get the credit that she deserves. I'm talking about Dory Freeman of Galax, Virginia. I've seen her several times. Actually, at the time of recording this, I'm going to be seeing her, you know, this week here in late December as I'm filming this. But yeah, fantastic singer-songwriter. Kind of, you know, has a little Brandy Carlisle vocal to her voice. Much softer than that. That's probably the closest comparison, but her music is not like that at all. Her husband, Nick Falk, is now the drummer in a group called Camp, who I may mention here in a second. Dory Freeman is just fantastic. She's a great songwriter. This is her most recent album called Do You Recall? I think she's working on another one that we probably should be getting sometime later this year. So Dory Freeman, if you like those kind of harmony vocals, just really, really solid stuff. Great songwriter. And yeah, female artist in the Americana genre. Number 9, your favorite Americana tune of 2025. Well, I just mentioned Camp. Here is Camp, and that is Dory Freeman's husband right there, Nick Falk, who I've met as well. I've met Dory and Nick. This is their recent album from this year called Copper Changes Color. And there's a tune on here called Port Swing, which I've absolutely loved this year. It's a great vocal. Actually, I originally didn't know that it was the lead singer singing it. It sounded like a different voice altogether. But it's Taylor Meyer doing this song called Port Swing by Camp from Columbus, Ohio. So that's my favorite Americana tune of 2025. Number 10, show me an underappreciated artist. Well, I'm going to go with these guys right here, the Cactus Blossoms. Thanks to my buddy Randall Nelson and his channel, I got into these guys. They're half brothers. But this is an EP they put out for Record Store Day called If Not For You a couple of years ago, where they do Bob Dylan tunes, but beautiful harmonies. Again, very similar to like you know, Everly Brothers meet like Chris Isaak kind of vibe. So it's very like that production of the Chris Isaak sound mixed with the, you know, beautiful harmonies of the Everly Brothers. This is fantastic. If Not For You, the Cactus Blossoms. I wish they would tour more. They're mostly kind of in the Midwest, Texas, that area as well. They do a lot there. The Southwest, I guess, more than the Midwest. But yeah, the Cactus Blossoms, underappreciated artist. Number 11, name, an acoustic, show me an acoustic / folk / Americana artist who's not from your country. I'm going to go with First Aid Kit. These are sisters from Sweden. This is their album Palomino. This was a gift by my buddy Steve over at A is for Alice, B is for Bob. He gifted me this. This is one of the best pieces of VCLT. One of the best gifts that I've received, because I knew nothing about these girls and heard this album and just fell in love with the record. It's so good. They do a song called Wild Horses 2, which is kind of about them growing up listening to the song Wild Horses, and they kind of pose the question, you know, do you like the Stones version or Graham Parsons version? But this is a fantastic record. This is the only one that I have, and I need to get more because I've listened to this a lot. Really, really enjoy it. So First Aid Kit from Sweden, artist not from my country. And then number 12, this is the easiest one. Challenge another VC channel to hop on this thread. So again, I kind of want this to gain some traction, and I would love for new channels to hop on this. So I would recommend you ask somebody that you think would be able to answer these questions. So obviously, you heavy metal people out there, you prog people probably won't be able to answer a lot of these questions. You can try, and I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I want you to talk, promote another channel and get them on board. So I am going to choose Brian from Shamrockin' Records because he doesn't make enough videos and he knows it, and I tell him. But I would love for Brian to do this tag. He's a great guy. We have a lot of the same music taste. He's up there in Maine. One of those guys I would love to meet and just go record digging with. He's got such a killer collection. Plus, he's like me and loves some Nick Drake, and I respect that a lot. So, Brian, I'm talking to you, man. Hop on this. It'd be a great way to get you back here on YouTube in 2026. So that does it for me. Again, thank you everybody for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Please let me know if you do a video. Leave it in the comments. I'll probably make a playlist if I get enough videos with all the entries to this. And yeah, it'll be fun just to watch you folks out there do your thing and show me some Americana music I don't know about. So that does it for me. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. Happy 2026. And looking forward to the year with you all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.